Welcome, everybody. Happy August 28th. Glad to have you here. Thank you for spending your Monday evening with the Sports Affiliation. I am ADP Iggy. This is the Fantasy Sports Game Show. If you're listening, remember that you're affiliate. And affiliates, we want responses, we want comments, we want people to be interactive with our shows. That's kind of the whole theme with the Sports Affiliation, is it's about all of us talking, not just one person talking. So if you got anything to say, please put it in the comments. Please be kind, though. That's all we do. As we try to keep it fun, we try to keep it positive, all right? And whoever answers the best today will not only get a free pack of cards, but stickers as well from the Sports Affiliation, completely free on us. So just put those comments in there and we'll get to it. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do a little bit of reversal right now, JC. Let's go ahead and introduce to everybody, and then we'll get to the mystery question. Okay. So start the time. All right. So let's get up, everybody. We got Anthony Fish, Jameson Rules, and Matt Record, of course, with the IDP guys. But everybody introduce yourself. We'll go Fish, Jameson, and then Matt.
Yeah, I'm Fish. Anthony's my real name. Working with the Sports Affiliation here. I'm going to have some good stuff out coming up probably in season, and then next off season should be pretty awesome as well. So pleasure to be here.
All right, Fish, thank you for being here, man. Glad to have you. Can't wait to see a lot of your work. And up next, we have Jameson coming back to the show. Thank you, Jameson.
I appreciate it. I'm Jameson Hutchison. You can find my stuff over at FF Faceoff. Working on some DFS stuff right now. Be coming out next week, and I'll be every Sunday. So you need start sits, DFS advice, come on over to FF Faceoff. We got Discord, we got Dynasty, we got Redraft, we got IDP, we got just about everything in the world that you guys can handle. So go catch me over there. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Man, I'm glad you're here again. You're bringing the knowledge. Also a wrestling fan. I've met both of these people at the Fantasy Football Expo, but Matt and I were actually privileged enough to be on the paddle together. Matt, please tell everybody a little bit about yourself and where to find your work and what you do, my man.
Yeah, what a fun panel that was. So I'm Matt Record at mrecord21. I am over at the IDP guys doing a whole bunch of everything, ranking, writing. I make musical parodies, which I love doing, which we're going to come up a little later. I'm also working with Club Fantasy, helping promote diversity in the fantasy space, but pretty much I'm in a little bit of everything, and I'm super excited to be a part of this.
And we're super excited to have you here. It's an honor to have all three of you here. We are going to talk a lot of fantasy football. We are going to be talking a little bit of ADP. And I wanted to give a shout out. I even have my little microphone today, the Bob Barker style microphone. Here we go, getting it out there. One of my favorite game shows. I would say he was an inspiration for this game show. Maybe not directly, but just also because of what is, the correlation of me always being competitive, loving game shows, watching them with my grandmother growing up. All right, so here we go. If you've never been on here before, you get a chance to answer the trivia question. Okay, the trivia question, once we get it going, you got 20 seconds to answer it. I will be dropping hints. It starts off at 5 points if you can get it really quickly. It drops down every point every 5 seconds. Let's see how it goes, all right? Here it goes. So time starts as soon as the question ends. He had 3 preseason games. He went 21 for 33 with 193 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no picks. Who is he?
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett, incorrect. Good guess.
Justin Fields?
Justin Fields, not bad. First hint, he plays in the NFC. He hasn't started more than 5 games.
Desmond Ridder?
Desmond Ridder, incorrect. Good guess, James.
Wow.
Oh, did y'all hear those bells? Did y'all hear that? That means the time's up. Unfortunately, nobody said Jordan Love. Love connection. Okay. I know there's not a lot of weight to be said in the preseason, but there is something to say, not having a turnover, getting some action, getting some buzz. You can get Jordan Love so late in your ADP. Any thoughts on Jordan Love? We'll go reverse order here. We'll go Matt, Jameson, Fish. Any thoughts on Jordan Love for the year, Matt?
Yeah, so I'm here in Wisconsin, so I hear a lot about heckin' Jordan Love, and I think we might be sleeping on his potential there. The Packers have loaded up on offense, something they did not do for Aaron Rodgers, right? Like you mentioned, Iggy, his ADP is in the really you can get it for nothing, right? So I think people are sleeping on what this offense can do. That defense is going to force many turnovers. He's going to have plenty of opportunities to put up points. So I'm kind of in on him this year.
I love it. Jameson, any thoughts on Jordan Love?
Well, Green Bay's got the youngest offense in the NFL. And I know Aaron Rodgers commanded the offense in Green Bay for so long, but I'm kind of excited what LaFleur can do, where he can kind of open it up, where he's not having Aaron Rodgers going at it. Jordan Love also can use his wheels a little bit, something that in the fantasy space, that's what I'm always looking forward to. But I'm excited for Christian Watson. I'm excited, for the new guy Reed, Romeo Dobbs as well. I know he had some drops last year, but I think there's a lot of positivity, and I'm in on him. I know some people aren't, but I'm willing to take a chance as cheap as they are.
I love it. I love it. I love it, Jameson. Fish, any thoughts on Jordan Love and the Packers?
Yeah, I'm kind of right on board with you guys. Like where you're going to get him, it's going to be a good value. And if not, then you drop him on the waivers if he doesn't do it for you. But what I love is a young quarterback who got to rest behind potential Hall of Famer, right? Pretty much certain Hall of Famer in Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. So he's got time in the system, and we'll see what he does. I'm excited. Like Jameson said, young offense, some studs at wide receiver. I think that he might be more than people are giving him credit for here.
All right. I love it. I love it. As a Packer fan, I love it. JC up there, the man behind the glass, as they say, producing the show, not in his head. He doesn't like it. See a lot of comments coming in, JC. What's that about before we get to our first question?
There's just a lot of people in here talking. I know Steven was like, no introduction for JC. And I said, no, I'm just in here to produce. He's like in here to reproduce.
Oh, man, let's hope not. Not on it.
Hey, Steven, I'll send you a link to Discord. I see your comment in here.
Yeah, he wants to do link over there.
All right. Yes. And please, if you're not following these people, please give them a follow. You can see most of their tags right there. We will be dropping them throughout the show. So first question, my friends that I all met at the expo. Let's see what we got going here. Let's just keep it simple. Like I said, I kind of gave a hint there with what we'll be previewing. Best thing you saw from week 3 of the preseason. Let's go Fish, Jameson, and Matt. All right, Fish, you're going to be on the clock, 30 seconds, and it starts right now.
Yeah, I was looking through this, and it was challenging because not everybody played in the preseason. But one thing I was excited to see was the Jacksonville running back room. Bigsby had 6 carries, 37 yards. ETN 8 carries, 39 yards, and a touchdown. What I like to see it in a bad way, but Tanks Bigsby had a fumble at the goal line. So I kind of, I wonder if that's going to impact the playing time he's going to get, and especially the goal line work during the season. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But really, they showed both running backs are viable.
I love it. Getting it in right before the buzzer there. Matt, I don't know if you noticed that Dick Butkus signed autograph he had right there in the background. Looks familiar from the panel.
Okay.
Love the answers there. JC giving you the thumbs up. I'm giving you 2. Like I said, how this works, the thumbs up will work as points. And the more thumbs up you get, the more marks you get. Whoever has the most marks at the end of the game wins it. We got Bob hanging out with us right here. So pressure's on. You see him right there hanging out. So here we go. Fish giving you 2 points for that. And then
Mace said he loves the frame picks from Fish.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Everybody else, I forgot to give you a point. Matt, Jameson, point for your introductions. Thank y'all for being here. Up next, Jameson, you're on the clock, and it starts right now. Best thing you saw.
For me, it's Anthony Richardson. I wanted to see him play in person. It's going to be a roller coaster. He's somebody who can throw it over the entire ocean, but at the same time, can't hit it from 5 yards away. So with that, along with the speed, you're going to get a lot of ups and downs with him. But I wanted to see how he worked with Alec Pierce, the deep ball guy. They're going to run a lot of RPO with Michael Pittman just right in the middle. And then their left tackle and right tackle have a little bit of iffiness to him. So if he gets some pressure, he's going to be on the run. I think he's going to be a top 10 quarterback this year, just from rushing upside. It might not be consistent every week, but it's going to be a lot of fun with Richardson.
Boom, at the buzzer. Sneaking in those jabs right there, Jameson. Got to give you some thumbs up. Giving you 2 on that one. I think I'm going to give you 1 more, actually, my man.
I appreciate it.
Blowing it away at the end. He is going a little higher on the ADP at the moment, but you will be able to utilize him in best ball, especially if you don't have to start him every week. What's up, JC? You good? So what we're going to do is move this to Matt, and then Matt, instead of giving thumbs up for you and maybe for all the rest of the contestants, I'm just going to give the melodic. So if you hear that, you're getting a thumbs up, okay? So we'll give you the full screen. Your timer is set. Best thing you saw from the preseason week 3, and it starts now.
Yeah, so the best thing I saw is also the thing that scares me the most as a Patriots fan, and that was that Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson connection, right? This is kind of the first time we see Rodgers in that offense, playing with the starters. He went 5 for 8, 47 yards, 1 touchdown, very efficient. 3 of those catches were to Garrett Wilson. One of them was for a touchdown. They looked really good, looked like a solid connection. And we know Garrett Wilson's going to cost you some draft capital, but Rodgers is falling, into the team as people kind of forget how good he can be.
I love it. Giving me the stats right there. Got to go. So giving you 3 points as well with the thumbs up. Giving you 4 to go there. We're getting creative on the show today. I think Bob would like that. Plinko, pretty creative game. Kind of what's happening with everybody in the league right now. Plinko, some of these people that came in that didn't have a guaranteed spot, they're hitting that paycheck. They're hitting that big one. Some of them are getting put to the zero and being put to another team. It's always a kind of a tough time. I think preseason week 3 is very special. A little disappointed Jameson didn't talk about Joshua Kelly's amazing run as a Charger fan. I don't know if you got to see that or not. I might have to give you a little bit of it right there. But did you see it, Jameson, or no?
I did. Yeah, actually,
that was pretty impressive.
I catch the highlights from preseason. I try not to watch too much because Twitter gets so immersed in it. The Steelers have gone wild, so now everybody just thinks the Steelers are going to be the greatest of all time. The 0-16 Detroit Lions started 4-0 in the preseason. I just want to put that into context.
And the Vikings also went. The Vikings also had a pretty bad one too.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to give you another point there, Jameson, for that stat. Gotta love that. 4-0 in the preseason, 0-16 in the regular season. That's the wrong way to get to 420. I'll tell you that. Question. Week 1 matchup. Which one are you most looking forward to? We'll go Jameson, Matt, and then Fish on this one. Jameson, you're on the clock. It starts right now.
I'd say for me, it's going to be Monday Night Football. It's Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets. It's September 11th. They're in New York. It's a big game. Aaron Rodgers. This is the most hyped Jets team probably ever. I think the Jets have a lot of questions, especially on the offensive line and behind Garrett Wilson. We know the defense is going to be good. But also on the Bills, I think there's some questions as well. They've got high expectations that they haven't really lived up to. Sean McDermott's taken over the defense. So I'm kind of excited. And, the winner of this could be part of the AFC East Championship, just this divisional game here.
All right. I love it, man. Giving you you snuck 1 point in with that stat, and then I'm giving you 3 more. So 1, 2, 3. I like doing the melodica, but I just think it messes with the train of the thought. So we'll hold off on that for right now. Up next, we do have Matt. Week 1 that you're most looking forward to, and it starts right now, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to go with, I think, the easy answer being the Lions against the Chiefs opening up the NFL season. Not only that is it sort of the official kickoff for the NFL season, but look at these teams like the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes. They're always going to be exciting. I don't care who he's throwing to or anything. That's going to be a fun time. Then the Detroit Lions, have they ever had this much hype? I don't think they have in my lifetime. They put a lot of investments in that defense, hopefully to stop teams like the Chiefs. That offense is going to be explosive. It should be a great way to kick off the NFL season.
yeah, I love that. Gave you 4 points right there, Matt. Bumping you up to 8. Fish, you can say the same games in the first rounds or the first, set of questions. So if you want those games, that's fine. If you're looking to something different, that's fine as well. I just need to hear the why, my friend, and it starts right now.
I'm going different. I'm going to go with a rivalry game to start off the season here. I'm going to go with the Giants and the Cowboys.
All right.
Like I said, it's a bit of a rivalry game there, but I also want to see is New York's offense under Dable going to be able to contend against top defense? And also how's Brandon Cook's Michael Gallup usage going to look? And then Dak Prescott is kind of, if he does bad, is he on his way out with Trey Lance?
All right. I love it right there, man. Giving you 4 thumbs up as well. I feel like they always do that. The schedule makers, they give it the Cowboys and the Giants something to start off the season with. I feel like there's been so many week 1 games against each other. Just kind of it's embedded, but man, how can I not be looking forward to Thursday? I mean, it is the kickoff. And then how can I not be looking forward to 9/11 Monday Night Football, Aaron Rodgers, Jets debut, most hyped Jets team, most hyped Lions team. And what else I like? I got to give y'all another point. None of y'all mentioned your favorite team as the game to watch, but you didn't mention mine. That would have been a quick, easy route to 6-7 points if you'd have just said Packers and Bears. Okay, that's the one I'm looking forward to. Obviously, the Packers game Sunday, and then it's hard not to want to see your home team or the team you root for after, what seems like forever, especially if they don't make the playoffs. So I'm just so glad football's here. And we're coming into the third question, okay?
Mel said we're going to kick some Bears' butt.
There we go. Yeah, exactly. We are, Mel. You know what's going to happen. Jordan Love, we still own the Bears. Jameson, Fish, and Matt. So, Jameson, you got 9. Fish, you got 8. Matt, you got 9. No elimination in here, just giving the point total going into the third question, okay? So we're going to have the order for you. It'll be Matt, Fish, Jameson. What inspiration of your youth is most reflected in your content? I kind of went a little deep with this one, but I hope you guys had enough time to prepare. Here we go, Matt. Time starts right now.
Growing up, wordplay, being funny, comedy was a big part of my family. Everyone tried to be the wittiest, like the punniest going through. And with that, music also was a huge factor in me. I played music forever. So that's really translated into a lot of the more trying to be funny musical parodies I like to put out there. They're silly. They're not trying to be too serious, trying to be made for everyone, right? Fantasy is fun, right? So it's been a lot of fun carrying that over from things I enjoyed growing up doing into this space. And people have been fairly receptive to it. So it's been nice.
Man, it's super creative. I'll tell you that, Matt. And it makes you feel good. I like the inspirations. I wish I had the talent to do that myself, but I really like watching yours, man. If you haven't seen any of Matt's, go check it out on his Twitter or his X, at Twitter X, whatever we're going to do. I'm going to call it that for about another month, and then we're going to shift off. But Matt, going to give you 4 more points for that. I love the story, hearing about your family, competitive wittiness. I love that. So that's putting you at 12, my friend, right now. Or excuse me, 13. All right. So up next, we got Fish, and you're on the clock, and it starts right now, sir.
Yeah. So this one was hard. I was trying to think if it was a theme or a person. So I went with a person, and I went with my dad. My dad's straight, serious, straight to the point. But he also says, if you love something, do it and put your all into it. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do in the fantasy community is short, concise, straight to the point, but there's a passion behind it. And I hope for that to be displayed as well.
I love it. 5 seconds to spare there. The dad, man. I love you. Like you said, the content straight to the point, but with the fury, with the passion. I'm going to give you 5 on that one, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's going to bump you up to 13 as well, my friend. So, Jameson, you're on the clock. What inspired you to do your content? And it starts right now. Our youth inspiration.
It's like the hardest question of all time to answer, but I'm going to kind of go with the football mantra I'm going to say Al Michaels, just enjoying the nights. Listening to him, he's dry, he's funny, he takes like some subtle shots, and before gambling was legalized, he was always doing like the gambling over-under talk, but I'd say that I've got a pretty dry sense of humor, so I'm also big into Ralphie May and like Dave Chappelle. Those guys, like when we're not doing the game show, we're just talking, I'm pretty dry, and I can be funny every once in a while, so I'd say that's probably my inspiration, I guess.
No, you're definitely witty, man. And talking to you on a couple of shows and in the face-off group that we're in together and meeting you in person, and you carry it through all 3 levels. You're very consistent with it, and I love it, man. I'm going to give you 5 there as well. That's going to bump you up to 14. JC, do we have any comments on Week 1 matchups, inspiration, or anything we saw in the preseason, my friend?
Oh man, there's a lot of stuff. Obviously, no Mel's talking about the Packers. Mace says it was San Francisco versus Pitt. Viper in here says it's not Rodgers era anymore, Mel. We got Dallas. Obviously, Marcy talking about Dallas.
All right, Marcy, we love you. Yeah, Dallas, another Jameson, or excuse me, a Fish vote right there. So getting some more feedback on yours as well, Fish. People want to see that Dallas game. It's always huge. That Giants Cowboys.
It should be good.
I went ahead and gave Mel saved y'all. The audience has 16 points. All right, just like that with the Green Bay comments. Thank you, Mel. But right after that, we got a tie with 15, 15, 14. Okay, so when we get through it, we're gonna have I guess the tie with Fish and Jameson. That means actually, the tie is between Matt and Jameson. Fish, you got 13. Jameson 14. No, Matt, you have 13. So I'm sorry I missed the count up. That's why they have somebody else do that on The Price is Right, right? But Jameson, you actually have the lead, then Fish, then Matt. So Matt, we'll go Jameson, Matt, and then Fish, since you had to catch up right there on the last one, my friend. The points are doubled in this, okay? It's going to be a little bit more rapid fire. We go down to the 24-second shot clock for fantasy basketball as well, which we're a big part of. But we do call this the fourth quarter finale. And you must pick different answers, okay? The leading point scorer will go first. That is Jameson in this case, and the points are at least doubled. So you're going to be getting a lot of 2 thumbs up, kind of Siskel Ebert style going back in the day with Bob Barker as well. This is all based off of half-point PPR, redraft, 12-team, 100-point bonus, 2-point bonus if you get 100 yards, all right? I said 40-second timer, but I like to push it down to 24 seconds. And here we go, Jameson, you're up first. Amon-Ra St. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, and A.J. Brown are all within 1.5 ADP. Who do you like more and why, all right? Time starts right now.
I'm going to go with A.J. Brown, the alpha. Almost 1,500 yards last year, 11 touchdowns. And this is an Eagles team that, wasn't as pass happy because they were blowing people out the second half of the year. 6th in yards after the catch, 6th in air yards, 8th in average yards per game and fantasy points. So I'm going to go with the alpha with a 29% target share, even with Devonta Smith.
Man, bringing the stats with it. You came ready for that one, my friend. A.J. Brown going to give you 5. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 points right there, Jameson. I love the preparation on that. So what that means is, Matt, you cannot take A.J. Brown, but you can take either Amon-Ra St. Brown or CeeDee Lamb. And the time starts right now.
All right, I'll take Amon-Ra St. Brown there on the Lions. Great player last year, right? We were worried about maybe Jameson Williams coming in and stealing away some of those targets. He's suspended again. The Lions made some adjustments on their defense, so we expect the defense to be a little bit better, but I think that defense is still not going to be great, which means Jared Goff is going to have to throw a lot, like we do like Sam Laporta. But Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's done it with less. I don't know.
All right. I love that as well. Going to give you 3.5 right there. So giving you 7 on the point total. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.5. All right. So 7 points right there. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love the answer, though. I kind of lean in that way, to be honest. You know what that means, Fish? You not only got the Cowboy-Giant game, you got CeeDee Lamb. And the reason to defend him starts right now.
Yeah, it's fitting, isn't it? CeeDee Lamb has not had a year with under 111 targets in his career. I think that number goes up with the wide receiver room and the tight end room changes. I don't think Brandon Cooks is going to take a lot away. And I think they're going to need to pass the ball more with just one running back in the backfield when solidified spot with losing Ezekiel Elliott. So averaging around 8 yards a catch.
There we go. There was CeeDee Lamb, 111 target volume. I do love that. I'm going to give you 3.5 is there as well. 2, 3.5 right there. So you're getting 7 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Pretty tight. Jameson got a little bit of a lead right now going. Do we have anything? Right there says CeeDee will finish the season as wide receiver. What? He's going to have the Adams role and McCarthy's offense. A.J. Brown for Melissa. I love the comments coming in. Keep them coming. I love that.
Yeah, Ron says CD. Yeah, I mean, a lot of CD stuff.
CD giving you guys some points there. Getting some competition from the affiliates tonight. A lot of people tuning in to these great guests. Like I said, make sure you please go follow them on Twitter X. Go follow their content, support it. It's all great. These guys are all really witty and intelligent. So you want to be with those people. You want to get that advice, okay? Number 2, we're going to go in the opposite order now. Or we'll go to the second order. We'll go Matt, Fish, Jameson on this one, all right? Tyler Higbee, Sam Laporta, and Cole Kmet are all within 10 ADP. Who do you like more and why? Please remember this is half-point PPR, okay? And we'll start with you, Matt, and it starts right now.
Okay, I mean, same team, Sam Laporta, for all the exact reasons I just mentioned in the last one. Jared Goff's going to have to throw a lot. He always likes that TJ Hawkinson type player. Insert Laporta. All reports at training camp that he's looking great. He's going to be a nice little safety blanket for Goff. I think we know who Kmet and Higbee kind of are, their ceilings, versus Laporta, the sky is the limit.
Oh, man, I love it. With time to spare. At the buzzer there, Matt. And you know what? I'm going to give you 5 on this one just because you held the ground. You're staying true to your philosophy, and I do love that. So 10 points for Matt right there. New leader. Watch out, guys. He's bringing the heat in the last 2 questions here, looks like. So, Fish, you're up. You cannot say Sam Laporta, but you may say either one of the other 2, which are Higbee and Kmet. And the time starts right now.
Yeah, I'm going to take Kmet. When I'm looking at a tight end this slate, I'm really just looking for touchdown upside, and I think Kmet's just on a better offense. He scored 7 touchdowns last year, finished as a tight end 7. If I'm chasing tight end late, I'm just looking for 30 yards and a touchdown. And I think Kmet has a better chance to get that on a weekly basis.
Man, going with the Justin Fields answer right there. To commit. I love it. Going to give you another. I'm going to give you 4 on that one, man. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I love the answers right there. So 8 coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, Jameson. That means they left you with Tyler Higbee. The time is on you, and it starts right now.
I'll take it. I think he's got the safest floor and possibly the highest upside. I like Laporta a lot, but he'll be the second, person getting receptions behind Cooper Kupp in this offense. Even though he only scored 3 touchdowns last year and it started from week 15 on, he was like tight end. Let's see, I'm trying to think. He was like he led the tight ends and targets between weeks 1 and 4, and then he was 4th in receptions. So I'll go with Tyler Higbee.
Tyler Higbee, trying to give us giving us some stats there as well with Tyler Higbee. I believe he finished tight end 9 last year in half-point PPR.
It wasn't pretty, but he did it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you get there, just get there, baby, kind of thing. I'm going to give you 4 on that one. I felt like Matt had the best answer there, so can't give you more points than him. But going into this, we do have 10, 20, 25, 33 for Jameson, 10, 20, 32 for Fish, and 10, 20, 32 for Matt. Okay, so looking good here for everybody. Pretty tight down the stretch. 1-point game. Jameson's still in the lead with that extra point with that stat saving you right now, Jameson.
Well, sounds like a lot of the audience, like almost everybody in here, is saying Tyler Higbee, Tyler Higbee.
You know what? I got asked what was my favorite deep targets, and I said I love drafting Higbee and Commit in the 11th and 12th round. They seem to be there repeatedly. You can just go get them right in there. And
got Fishbowl 10th round, baby. I got Tyler Higbee as my starting tight end, and I was very happy about that.
To be honest, I don't think you can go wrong with either one of them. I think all 3 of these tight ends have amazing upside. One thing that Matt to help out Matt's defense is Jared Goff is playing in 11 dome games this year.
I love Bar brought that up. Yeah.
Go look at his dome record versus his outside record. It's quite interesting, actually.
I think Laporta could easily be that second, receiver on that team. Like they're already, putting him into that system. I mean, we already know Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to be the guy, but who's really that second guy on that team, right?
I was going to say for the Lions too, the backup tight end Zylstra and Brock Wright, they got 8 touchdowns last year from Jared Goff, and now it's like Sam Laporta just walking right into that. So. Especially with Williams gone. I know Jahmyr Gibbs will be good, but I think Laporta, even for a rookie tight end, I think he can do pretty good.
Viper's saying Gibbs will be the wide receiver too there. I hope so, man.
Yeah,
I need him to be.
Viper, give you a point for that. He could be. It could be like a weird situation like that, kind of like our guy Ramon Stevenson or Saquon Barkley, I think, who led all Giants in receptions. Could be kind of something odd like that happening in Detroit. I do agree with Matt. That defense has not improved much. They're going to have to air it out a lot. They did it last year. They're going to beat you with their good offense. They played like 2 games of good defense last year. The rest of the time, it was just offense. So we'll see how that goes. But last question, keep in mind, Jameson has a 1-point lead on Fish, has a 1-point lead on Matt. The audience is blowing you guys away right now, though. They won't even tally up their votes. Great job. Keep the answers coming, everybody. Like I said, I usually keep this a mystery, but I wanted to give everybody a fair opportunity. Saluting Bob Barker today. We got the tiny microphone. I'm wearing the tie on top of the usual referee uniform, the blazer. So, we're just trying to keep a representation of something that inspired me. I asked you guys what inspired you. I kind of alluded to it. Game shows inspired me. I can remember watching Wheel of Fortune every night at dinner. I remember in the summer watching Price is Right with my grandmother all the time. So they had an effect on me. And this may not be like that style of a game show, but it's just something interactive, something for us to talk. Some of us to go on and share this great fantasy show with. Because this show's for fantasy people, man. It's about fantasy sports, and you 3 are excellent contestants. And I just want to say that before we get to it. So we'll go Fish, then we'll go Jameson, then we'll go Matt. What's your favorite Price is Right game? We're going to put 24 seconds on the clock. As soon as I can do that, excuse me for not having that prepared. And it starts right now. Go ahead, Fish.
All right. The best game is gas money. What's better than winning money? Winning the car. And what's better than winning the car? Winning money and a car. If you get all 4 of them off the board, you get the money and the car. You could pay your taxes on it and ride off in a nice new car and have a couple grand left over for vacation.
Man, I love it. Great answer right there. Yeah, it's kind of the best of the best unless you win the double showcase, which is very rare to do. But gas money, man, I got to give you 4.5 on that one, my friend. So that's 9 points. So going to give you 9. That means you got an 8-point lead on Jameson. Matt, you got to catch up there. But Jameson, you're on the clock. And it starts right now.
I'm going to go with cliffhangers. I think just the music and just the constant going up and the yodeling and all that stuff right before the anxiety of it falling off if you go past it. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, but Bob Barker was the GOAT. I'm going to go with cliffhangers here.
Man, I love it. Looks like you kind of got me on a cliffhanger here too, Jameson. Not sure what was happening there, but how can I not give you an answer on that one? I mean, the yodeling.
That's what I thought when you were blowing that little horn thing. I was thinking that game, dude.
I was trying to get the soundbite for the show. I just was so busy today, I didn't get to it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I think, man, that's a great answer. I'm going to have to give you the 4 as well. All right, so going to put you at a tie, it looks like. You're at 8. Matt, you could take it right here if you want it. May have to think on your feet, it looks like. Time's yours.
Okay, I love cliffhangers. Okay, but Plinko is the answer. It's just the classic game. Talk about formative memories. Like, that's the game that I remember watching Bob Barker and the contestants do. I love gambling. I love the idea that anything could happen. You don't really know as it's coming down. You get that you can just hear the sound as it's planking down, and then wherever it lands. Like it's just there's so many things that are nice about it that just remind me of when I was young.
All right. I got to give you. I think I'm going to give you the 4.5 there as well, Matt, and that's going to force us into an overtime. Sorry if y'all are busy. What do we got going on down there, JC? I saw Plinko. I saw cliffhanger. What are the people saying?
Mason said Matt wins.
Mason said Matt wins. I do love it. I mean, right now we got a tie. So let me put 10 seconds on the clock. I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah, Yodeler's got to be one of my favorites, man. Yeah, so crazy. Watching that guy climb up that little mountain. He's just like,
that's the other formative thing for me. That yodel.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, Jameson nailed it. Could give you the edge there, Jameson, but it is a tie. 10 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Let's bring it back to fantasy. We're going to exclude Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, and we're going to exclude Jamar Chase. Who's going to be your wide receiver 4 or your 1, excluding those 3? Jameson, I'll get you to go first. Time starts right now.
This is easier. This is the former wide receiver 1. It's Cooper Kupp. I know he's coming off injury, but he's got no target competition. Matthew Stafford's back. Offensive line's a little better. He can just repeat what he's been doing.
All right, Cooper Kupp for Jameson. He's off the board. Matt, you're going to get to go second. 10 seconds. Here we go.
Yeah, it's AJ Brown for me. I love the Hurts, how he's improving as a passer. He is the guy there that Eagles offense likes to beat down on people. So I like his upside there at that 4th spot.
All right, AJ Brown. One of the first questions today. I love it. Double dipping, but not on the same answer. All right, Fish, this is it. If you want it, it's yours. 10 seconds. Cannot repeat those 2 wide receivers. Starts right now.
What was the question again? Sorry, I missed it. I thought it was a tiebreaker between them 2, so I was kind of daydreaming.
Okay, so it's a wide receiver 1 minus Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and Tyreek Hill. He said Cooper Kupp. AJ Brown was the second answer, so you can't say any of those 5 receivers, and it starts right now.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with good old Devontae Smith. I know a lot of people are low on him, but if you want a low wide receiver that can get wide receiver 1, Devontae Smith is going to get targets. 2
Eagles here. Man, Jalen Hurts, no fear about the offensive coordinator disappearing. But I think I got to go with the tried and true answer here of Cooper Kupp. Jameson, you did edge him out tonight. Good. After all, the floor is yours, sir. Please say what you would like.
I appreciate it. Finally get the win. This is my second overtime victory here, or overtime. I finally get a victory on it. So, yeah, I don't know. In honor of Bob Barker, I appreciate it. It wouldn't be a better night to win than this one.
Yeah, I love it, and I love it. Matt, go ahead. We'll go to you, and then we'll go to Fish. Just anything you'd like to say, but the floor is yours, sir.
No, I really appreciate the opportunity. I love sharing the fun side of fantasy, and this is one of those fun things that I think the world needs more of. So happy to be here, and hopefully get an invite for another time.
I would love to have you back. What the world needs now. Yeah, you know, fantasy football and love. All right, Fish, come on. The floor is yours, sir. Thank you for coming in on such short notice. Almost had me with the Devontae Smith. I got so many shares of him. I just don't know about wide receiver 1.
I don't know. I think that the Eagles could be one of those teams that gets 2 wide receiver 1s fantasy finishing. It's a long shot, like I said, but I feel like throwing a dart. I wasn't super prepared for it, but it's fun. Yeah. Like I said, I'll be doing some more shows with the sports affiliation. I got a podcast called the Filthy Fantasy Football Show. This is one of the most awesome formats of a fantasy show I've seen. It's not just players talking about this or people talking about the same exact things. It's kind of spitballing and it's quick, and I love it. So I'd love to be back as well.
Man, we'd love to have you back. All 3 of you back. I appreciate it. Jameson did edge you out, and it kind of all came down to that 4-0, 0-16 stats. So don't get your hopes up too much about what we saw in the preseason. Stay tried and true to what you've seen from yourself and whoever else you're trusting. Whether it's one of these fine people, make sure you follow them, or whether it's one of us over at the sports affiliation, make sure you're following us. JC, anything you'd like to say before we close out the show, sir?
It's a great day. It's only Monday, but it's been a really, really good day. A lot of good things have happened, so let's just keep it going. I love everyone. Just good vibes. Appreciate everyone coming out. Everyone kicked ass tonight. I had a blast. I appreciate everyone coming out.
Yeah, just a real quick note on Bob Barker, too. One of the first animal rights activists in the country, spoke out against SeaWorld, spoke out against bears being trained in the circus. Of course, we all know him for the keep your pets spayed and neutered as well. Probably no telling what that's like. I don't know how many of y'all have been in other countries where that doesn't happen, but it's like wild packs of dogs out there sometimes. So, I just want to give a shout out to him, no matter what your views may be on it. He was very forward thinking. He died at 99. I hope all of you get to live past 99 that are on this show and that are listening, but 99 is a good life. I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be disappointed with that at all. So go ahead, JC.
I was gonna say, in honor of Bob Barker, make sure you go get your saltine crackers. Make sure you go get your Canada Dry, and make sure you eat some chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, there we go. It's minus the chicken for Bob. He's the vegetarian. But yeah, man, thank y'all for being on this show. Make sure you go follow all these guys. Please follow the Sports Affiliation. Viper, I really appreciate your comments. If you just DM the Sports Affiliate on Twitter or X, or just leave us a comment on here somewhere or another, you do win the pack of cards today. You do win the stickers. I really appreciate you being so active. Hey, if you didn't win the cards, don't worry. I got a whole box of them we're going to be getting rid of all season long. Thank you again, guys. Make sure you go follow Matt. Make sure you go follow Fish. Make sure you go follow today's winner, Jameson, double overtime. It took him eventually to get it there. He got it there. Remember, treat yourself kind. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Tell somebody you love them today. And we'll see you guys next week. And we got Off the Backboard coming as well. So take care, guys. And I'll see you soon.